It was in 1931, during the British period, that India saw the last detailed caste census which enumerated every caste according to the population. After independence till 1951, no caste survey was done, as then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru did not want to exaggerate the caste divisions and wanted a more homogeneous society. But in 2011, an economic survey was done of all the castes. But unfortunately, given the inconsistencies in the data collected, the report was never tabled or published, though some recommendations were made. This time around, in the last 2 years, we are now seeing the caste issues being discussed a lot more aggressively. It was Rahul Gandhi's campaign in 2024 election and during his Bharat Jodo Yatra and the Nyaya Yatra that he spoke about more rights for the castes, and that was the slogan that he gave. A reason why his party today calls him Nyaya Yodha, given the fact that he's been trying to fight for justice for every caste.
जात नहीं है क्योंकि मुझे नहीं दिखती, आपको नहीं दिखेगी वो। अगर आप उसको देखना चाहते हो तो आपको ढूंढना पड़ेगा, मगर दलित को नहीं ढूंढनी पड़ेगी। दलित को रोज दिखती है, पिछड़ों को रोज दिखती है, आदिवासियों को रोज दिखती है, महिलाओं को भी दिखती है। तो जाति जनगणना से क्लैरिटी आ जाएगी।
While political compulsions may be a reason for both the Congress and the BJP to play the OBC card and ask for caste census, the fact is how many of these parties and their leaders are willing to walk the talk. Beginning from the Nyaya Yatra that Rahul Gandhi had started before 2024 election and during the 2024 election campaign, Rahul Gandhi had focused only on caste census, demanding that the government agree to a caste census to be able to give more rights and empower the backward castes. While it did not work politically for him in 2024 as the party lost with a huge margin, but gradually the pressure that he kept and the focus that he kept on demanding caste census on every platform that he met finally cut ties as the government of India agreed to a caste census.
और नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जातिगत जनगणना को क्या कहा था? एक बार कहा था जातियों की बात करना पाप है और जो जातियों की बात करता है वो पापी आदमी है। ये फिर योगी जी ने कहा था बटोगे तो कटोगे, जातिगत जनगणना के अगेंस्ट ही कहा था।
While the BJP to some extent has shown its commitment to the OBC cause, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is an OBC himself, has emerged as the tallest OBC leader. But the situation on ground is so different because we still hear several reports of the backwards Dalits and minorities being targeted on the ground by the upper caste people. Even while Rahul Gandhi shows his commitment, the question now emerges is whether he'll be able to take his party along on these lines that he is thinking. Because several questions are asked as to why a senior Dalit leader like Mallikarjun Kharge has not even been projected as a prime ministerial candidate in the past or in the coming elections. In the last 2 days, senior Congress leaders of the OBC communities met in Bengaluru for 2 days to work out a strategy on how to keep this pressure on. These senior leaders from all the states discussed several aspects of why the caste census and why the 50% ceiling needs to be broken and why annexures need to be included has worked for the party. It came out with a report which is called the Bengaluru Declaration. And in this Bengaluru Declaration, the party very clearly says that it will keep the fight for Jitni Abadi Utna Haq campaign that Rahul Gandhi had started. The party men now refer to him again and again as Nyay Yodha, knowing very well that given the sizable population of the OBCs, the Congress wants to reach out to the OBCs in a bigger way to be able to rebuild its political fortunes. The Congress party, to its credit, has the fact that it managed to do a full-fledged caste census in Telangana state, and that's something which it says that this would be the model on which it wants a nationwide caste census.
तेलंगाना में जाति जनगणना कैसे हुआ मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं। बिहार में बंद कमरे में सवाल चुने गए, ब्यूरोक्रेट्स ने सवाल चुने, बिना किसी से पूछे, बिना जनता से बातचीत किए, बिना दलितों से पूछे, बिना पिछड़ों से पूछे, बिना अति पिछड़ों से पूछे, बिना जनरल कास्ट से पूछे, बिना माइनॉरिटी से पूछे, बंद कमरे में 3-4 सवाल लिखे, जाति जनगणना कर दिया। तेलंगाना में हमने लाखों लोगों से सवाल पूछे, दलितों के संगठनों से, आदिवासी के संगठनों से, उनके नेताओं से, और हमने उनसे पूछा कि देखिए हम जाति जनगणना करने जा रहे हैं, सर्वे करने जा रहे हैं, आप इस सर्वे में कौन से सवाल चाहते हो। 3.5 लाख लोगों ने हमारी प्रोसेस में एक साथ मिलकर सवाल निकाले।
In the last couple of years, the way the OBC community votes have shifted from the Congress to the BJP has got the Congress worried. And that's the reason why it wants to now build this narrative and take this issue forward, that it is genuinely concerned and wants to work for it. The commitment showed by Rahul Gandhi in keeping this issue alive for the last 2 years is something that certainly seems to be working in favor of the party, and the reason why the BJP, which had initially refused to do a full-fledged caste census, has now agreed to it. For any country to get onto the growth path, it's important that the population is on an equitable platform. If a large section of the society is deprived of any resources that are available, it clearly raises questions as to what needs to be done. A reason why the Congress, during its next platform on OBC discussions, wants to increase the cap to 75% from the 50% reservations that exist at the moment. It's not just economic equality, it's social and the education equalities that are very important. Now, with the Congress and the BJP both on the same page, it looks more possible that it could become a reality soon. But the path ahead is tough, as many people who have enjoyed the privileges certainly may not be willing to give it up so easily. Vijay Grover, Bangalore.